Governor Calvo proclaimed the month of May as Mental Health Awareness Month. And today, you may not be aware, it's actually National Mental Health Awareness Day. Now, with me in studio to talk about the month's activities is Project Karinu's Florence Skro-Blas. Welcome and half a day.
Thank you. Half a day.
Okay, so the first question, probably the most obvious, what exactly is Project Karinu?
Project Karinu is a brand new initiative. It's a mental health initiative for children birth to 5 and their families, and we hope to serve them by providing therapy as well as different kinds of intervention that might be necessary related to their social and emotional development.
And how does one actually go about perhaps qualifying for, or at least under consideration or for assessment?
We're really encouraging, because it's a new service and because we've never had anything like this in Guam, we're encouraging parents to just call our office and make an appointment, and we will take it from there. We do assessments. We have a mental health specialist who will do assessments. We work with the families and then decide whether that child really meets the criteria. But we won't turn anybody away, because we also are a very good source for other community programs that might be helpful to the family, even though we may not be. Okay,
Florence, but maybe discuss the criteria a little bit, because from birth to 5, that's kind of that's a big developmental stage in a child's life, pretty much right up to 1st grade, right?
Yes, it's a very big developmental stage, and that's why it's so important that children come in and get the help that they need at that juncture, just because there is so much going on in their brain development and all kinds of other parts of their development. And so the earlier you can intervene, the less likely this child is going to need assistance later on in school. Their behaviors will be better, etc. And so the criteria basically is that the child just needs to be birth to 5. And if parents are struggling, having a hard time with, some particular aspect of their parenting, we really want to see those parents too, because we do have services that we can put in place to be helpful for them. It is a challenge to have a new baby in your home, especially if you're dealing with other issues, and we want parents to feel like they have a place to go, that there is a place where they're not going to be judged, where our interest is really to promote healthy babies and happy babies and satisfied parents.
So you and your colleagues may be able to accurately assess, I may say, within a fair degree of confidence, maybe if the concern for the child is environmental as opposed to
Absolutely.
Perhaps maybe a learning defect, if I may be so bold.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We definitely take into consideration environmental factors, because we know that at that very early age, the environment and how the dyad, the mother-child pair, really affects brain development. And all that new research that's coming out really needs to be put into practice, and we're prepared to do that.
Okay, well, certainly you have your hands full, seeing as how you guys are basically not turning anybody away from. But
that's true.
All right, well,
but that's what we want. We want to smell baby powder
well, there
all
you go.
over our office.
Well, you should hang out here at the KUAM studios. We got a lot of that. And some adults too, but that's another interview for another time. Okay, so what are some of the activities that are actually going on in May?
Okay, in May we're having a wave, and it's going to be at the corner of the ITC building, and it's Friday, May 6th from 4 to 6 p.m. And then our first annual Healthy Development Fair, which is going to be a really fun and inclusive event. It's a real family-focused event. That's going to happen on Saturday, May 28th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and it'll be at the University of Guam Humanities and Social Science Building and Lecture Hall. So we really want families to come out and expect to have a good time, expect to have other agencies there that are going to be able to give them information and do many different things, car seat checks, etc., so that, it's really focused on what do families need and how can we provide them with an entertaining afternoon.
Okay, well, lastly, before we go to commercial, how can people contact you if they'd like to either see if they can get involved in some of this month's activities, or maybe avail of Project Karinu's assistance?
You can reach me at 929-7125.
Okay, 7125. Well, Florence, thank you very much for your time, and certainly very broad responsibilities that you have, but very worthwhile in the community.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.